Hey everyone, got a package to open, but this time it's not from a boutique Blu-ray company. This is from a guy named Dinosaur Dracula. If you don't follow him online, because he has a little bit of a following, he's a guy, he seems to run like a webzine or a blog where he kind of shares nostalgic stuff from the 80s and 90s. Sometimes it's food related, sometimes it's, you know, whatever, kitschy stuff. And it looks like every now and then he has he compiles like a package of goodies that you can buy from him of random nostalgic kitschy stuff. And he had like a special one that's kind of Halloween themed, even though it's August. And there was something in there that I really wanted, so I decided to just buy the thing and see how it would be. And you'll know why I bought it once I unbox it. But anyway, I pre-scored it, so I'm just going to open it and pull things out one by one. Okay, well, first of all, opening the box a little bit, one of the Food Fighters is a sticker here. I actually have a bunch of the Food Fighters, Toys Do Not Walk and Talk, because I had the toys when I was a kid and I really liked them. And I didn't keep them into adulthood for some reason. Probably because when I was a kid, my mother moved me around a bunch and forced me to throw away shit. Part of the reason I hate her. But then a few years back, my now ex-fiance had bought a bunch of them back for me for my birthday one year, so I have a bunch of them. But anyway, yeah, that's the Fry. I have them. So, first of all, there is... well, there's a bunch of random stuff in here, but first of all, let's open up this thing here. Okay, so there was one of two VHS tapes you could have gotten. I didn't get the one I was hoping for, but it's fine because I don't even have a VCR, so I'm just keeping it for decoration anyway. But one was the Blockbuster Video specific edition of John Carpenter's Halloween. You know, boop. But the other one was this random tape called The Many Faces of Dracula, which I believe is just like a compilation of different, yeah, it's an hour long, and it's just a compilation of different clips of different Draculas. So, so you got Bela Lugosi, Frank Langella, the guy who played Blackula, and Christopher Lee there. But yeah, it was like a... not even a public domain thing, because they're all licensed, but just like a compilation tape of different Draculas. So I'm just going to stand this up on like some of my bookcases and stuff, because I don't have a VCR. And then this was a... well, he had a little thingamabob here, so I can actually read off what this is. A random McDonald's Crazy Bones Monster Bones Happy Meal toy, and it's this orange little kitty. And that's pretty cute, because I like cats. Orange is one of my least favorite colors, but I'm okay with orange when it's like Halloween-based, like this jack-o'-lantern pillow I got from Michael's recently, so... I like little cats, so that was cool. But yeah, that was the tape, which was a sealed spooky VHS tape, The Many Faces of Dracula. And then there's some Ghostbusters stuff, which is the main reason I got this. But first, there is... I remember these, specifically... it's 8 sheets of Peanuts Halloween stickers. I don't know if every sheet is just a replica of all of these same stickers, or if they're all different stickers all the way down. But considering how old this is, I am 99% certain that none of these stickers would actually stick anymore, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is like opening ththese and then using my scanner to just scan them, and then I can just kind of crop them and use them as like little like reaction memes online or something. So, okay, what does it say here? From Hallmark from the 80s. I think they had these continuing on for a while into the 90s, because I do remember, at least not necessarily these specific stickers, but stickers of this type that Hallmark used to have all the time. And then we got some Ghostbusters stuff. And, well, first of all, there's this plastic little Slimer here. So apparently this was an officially licensed Slimer that came out in, I think it said Spain? Made by Yolanda and never available in the States. Vintage 80s. So this is from the real Ghostbusters, I believe, the cartoon. Yeah, and I believe it's from Spain. It doesn't say here. But yeah, it's copyrights 1984 Columbia, or I can't really read because there's not enough light in here. But it's like a real Ghostbuster Slimer. It's not Slimer from the movie. But since on my mantle I have a bunch of different Ghostbuster stuff, I have some of the mini puffs and some other stuff, I'm just going to put them up there because I have a couple Slimers. I have the re-release of the real Ghostbusters Slimer action figure up there. So, yeah, cool. But the big thing I wanted is because if you've watched numerous videos that I've put out before where I talk about Ghostbusters and stuff, you'll probably know that I am a huge fan of Ghostbusters 2. And I didn't realize until I became an adult that it wasn't a universally beloved sequel, because I always loved Ghostbusters 2. I even loved it a little bit more than the original Ghostbusters when I was a kid. And I believe it was actually, it may have been the same birthday that I got the Food Fighters. But one of the gifts my ex-fiancée had gotten to me was a Ghostbusters 2 crew jacket that they gave some of the crew members when they made that movie. And I wear it out sometimes in the winter because it's a warm jacket. And I have a Ghostbusters 2 poster off camera here, right next to my Twin Peaks poster. So I'm a huge fan of Ghostbusters 2. And I even saw Ghostbusters 2 in the theater in June of 1989 when I was 5 years old, a couple months away from my 6th birthday. But one thing, when I grew up in Rhode Island, that they didn't have, is they didn't have a Hardee's or a Carl's Jr. And back then, apparently what they had was a bunch of Ghostbusters 2 tie-ins. Like they had, this was in the bottom of the box, by the way, as well. It's this little thing. So I'll probably keep this on my mantle as well, because this is pretty cool. But they didn't have a Hardee's there. So I know they had like a vanilla ice cream dessert that had this green bubblegum topping on it. And as someone who loves bubblegum flavored stuff, I'm really upset I never got to try that. The green bubblegum topping on vanilla ice cream, that sounds like my dream. But what they had was a toy that came with their version of a Happy Meal, I guess. And it's this Ghostbusters 2 Ghost Zapper that I guess back in the 80s you could press a button and it would make noise. I don't know if this makes noise anymore or how it would even make noise. I don't know how to work this. But I'm pretty sure it wouldn't make noise anymore, considering this is very old. Over 30 years old at this point. But I am going to open it out of the cellophane. But yeah, I have no clue how this would even work, even if the battery was not dead. So, let's see. Okay, so yeah, there's 2 buttons at the bottom here. And no, does not work at all. So yeah, that battery is dead. But I still wanted this just as a huge fan of Ghostbusters, and especially Ghostbusters 2, to have this pretty pristine edition of this very old Ghost Zapper, even if it doesn't work. And I know it has like a battery in it, but I believe it's a proprietary battery that cannot be replaced. Because I know there was like these got recalled because the battery was so tiny that kids were swallowing it and choking. So I know that it can't be replaced. It's not like I can just put a watch battery in here and redo it or anything. But still. Oh, it does make noise. Oh shit. There was a little tab I had to pull out. So yeah, all these years later, it still makes noise. Also, Carl is off camera right now, and he is very shocked by that noise. Can you hear it? No, let me play it around. Okay, I'm probably going to end up wearing out that battery very soon because I am, quite frankly, extremely shocked that that works. This movie came out in 1989. So yeah, 35 years ago, because I'm turning 40 in a couple days from when I'm making this video. So this is a 35-year-old toy from a fast food joint, and it still works. The battery still works. They don't make things like they used to. I am so shocked and for some reason crazily thrilled that this still makes noise. It's already dying, I think. Hey, Carl. Carl is very interested in the noise of this thing. So that was what I got. So a VHS tape that I was going to keep for decoration, some stickers, this little Ghostbusters guy, this little McDonald's guy, and the piece de resistance was this ghost zapper from Hardee's for Ghostbusters 2, which I absolutely love. So, yeah, I know Dinosaur Dracula does these kind of packages every couple months, and I think he's still going to have like an official Halloween one, because this was like a one-off one he was doing. But yeah, so thanks everybody for watching this, and talk to you next time.